This is a brief video on working with ink wash. So you will need a palette, you will need ink, you will need some water, you'll need a pipette, you'll need a paintbrush, and I always like to have a paper towel and then a spare sheet that I can test, a test strip to test my ink values. So what we're going to do is we're going to dilute this ink to make different values. Now you only need a minimum of 3 values, but you can create up to 6 values. And what you're doing is sucking up some of the ink and diluting it with water. So I'm going to take my pipette and I'm going to squeeze the top of the pipette before I stick this into the ink and then suck up some of that ink. Now I want to have a equal amount. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I made 10 drops into each one of those. Again, now you can break this down and put 5 in this one. You could put 5 here and then put 3 here if you wanted to add up any more. Now after that, I'm going to squeeze whatever I have left over and stick my pipette into the water. Now I'm going to suck up some water. So I'm going to use my pipette to suck up water. And in this first one right here, closest to my pure ink, I'm going to fill this one up about halfway with water. And the other one I'm going to fill up all the way. It might take 2 trips. So in theory, this one right over here on the left-hand side is my darkest value. This one here in the middle is my second darkest. And this one over here on the right-hand side is my third, my lightest. And what you can do is take your paintbrush. I always like to dip it in water first. It makes it easier if you put water down first before you put your ink on it. It makes it easier to lift up if you have to use a paper towel. But I'm going to take my ink and I'm going to place it in here. And that's the darkest value I have. Rinse my brush. Come to the second. There's my second value. Rinse my brush. And here is my third value. Now, they are darkest to lightest, but if I wanted to make even lighter, I could already suck up some of that ink, move it over here, and then continue to add water to it. And I could have a fourth value. So this is how you would use ink wash to create values for your ink wash image.